Okay. Uh, so let me start with my unit number 2. Can you able to see this unit number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this unit, we will discuss about the development of communication technology and other the communication technology. What will be the various technology and what is the internet? This is a very theoretical paper, so you just quickly go through this one, this paper, and since you will have the not having, you will not have the pen and paper examination, you will only the quiz based examination. So mainly this will cover some of the quizzes from this unit, but not on the very large amount of focus on this examination purpose. If it is a pen and paper, this is one of the question, that is a growth of technology and of communication and communication network technology and all. So this we will in this unit you will know about the concept of the networking, that is how the networking came in. For example, let us see this one, this when the electronic graphics started and all this information, you have to go through this one. These all are historical information only. You just have a information, just go through it, read it, this unit. That's all for our understanding purpose only. And this maybe you can go through this the I just request all of you to go through the check your progress. Check your progress is a very important component, and go you note down all the answers given below, and then you note down the filling the blanks and all, and take it and keep it in your other place, or you can copy and paste it along with the answer in word format or somewhere. And while examination you can go through this check your progress wherever it is in the filling the blanks and all. That will helpful for your examination purpose also. So in the growth and technology, you can say that what are the area we have to, the factors which involves in for the growth of the communication technology, that is a political, economic, cultural and technical, and also educational. This definitely, this is the factor which is a political factor, because for example, here we have mentioned our late prime minister, Rajiv Gandhi. Because why we here we have mentioned it before, when he came into our the lot of technological aspect came into our country. So the computer technology is involved in various sectors. So that's why that the leader, how the leader leads the political term, or otherwise the country. So depends on that only, we have to the country will grow up with us. So definitely here the leader is very important. The national wide aspect is very important uh, to grow the anything. Yeah, and not only the technological part, but also the mm, moving the growth of the country will depends on the how the government is facilitating the other sectors. So that's what here we are mentioning about. We are talking about the political factors. And when we're talking about the economical factor, definitely when we are moving towards the technical aspects, we need these definitely the budget aspects, and also the how we can integrate in this one. For example, some of the places where in our country, where some places you will get the free access of the network in Wi-Fi network and all. So that is because they can able to manage their economical aspects to fulfill this type of activity. So definitely the all over the nation should have the financial strength And also that I mean, who will create, the policy maker will define the economical factors, so the how it will be there. So so on and forth. Recently also we have, last week we have a budget at the parliament and all. So we are, all the people will focusing on that, how the budget will be, for Indian budget will be like, how, where we will the budget allocation more on that one. So for example, in railway, and we have more allocation towards the metro train connection and all, and also income tax we have some rebates and so on and so forth, which will take care of the economical factor of the country. Similarly, when you are moving towards the technological part, that is also necessary. Not only in the country, for example, institution level, in the institutional level, if we are moving towards the I mean, technology based institution, or otherwise incorporating technology in our all the aspects, not only the educational or teaching learning process, but also for the other aspects like a processing of financial processing, and then ERP, that all our official process, like our salary processing, our leave processing, and so on and so forth. There, where we can convert that into the automated system, or otherwise towards included the technological part in our official purpose also. For that, everything we need the economical factors influence to our the movements. That's what here we are discussing in this unit. And nowadays, this is little bit old unit, but nowadays we can say that moving towards the technological, instead of purchasing software and all, we are moving towards the open sources. See, that means that we can involve the open source software instead of going for the proprietary software. Proprietary software is that we have to purchase it. So but when we are going for the, what is the difference between the proprietary software and the proprietary and the open source? In case of, if you are planning to use the open source will be available to you, but how to operate, how to use it, and all, we need a technical people. For that, we have to pay money to engage the technical people to do it. So wherever we are doing this type of activity, we need some budget, we need some the cost effective will be available in that one. And similarly, the next one is, sorry, cultural factor. Yes, depends on that. Technology will be the more influence to the cultural background also. Sometimes when you are transmitting any information through the mass media like radio or television and all, we have to be very careful when we are talking about the use of uh, mm, mass media, as well as the web media also. When we are moving towards this throwing any information on online or sharing the information online, in fact, if you want to share any picture or any information or audio video audio clips through WhatsApp and all, we have to be very careful, because that we immediately uh, move spread towards the among all the people. So we had to be very careful while transmitting the information through the online or through the mass media. So the cultural aspect is very important. For example, if if you are talking publicly or you are giving information publicly, that you need to take care of the society aspect also, because that is very much what you can say, that it is very much sensitive aspects. When we are involving the culture factor is a very sensitive. So we have to be very take care, very careful while influence. That also one of the factor to scattered the information and all. Then Coming to the technological factors, yes, there is a lot of information is available. For example, when we are startup with the satellites based information on, or otherwise in internet based information and all, how this the end user will access the information, that is very important. When you are see, when yes, we have a all the aspect, we are fulfilling all the aspect, we can take care of the political factor, we can take care of the social I mean cultural aspect, as well as the yes, we have a money to afford to buy the certain technology and all, but whether that all the aspect and whether this will fulfill to reach the end user. So we have to be see that we have to be certain, take care of the accessibility and the appropriateness, the correct information, whether this is a correct information is going towards the end user, that also we have to be very take care. And yeah, handling, how the electronic device is handling and maintenance is one of the component, because even though if you are purchasing the software and all, we have to give the maintenance charge, and maintenance factor is very important in the technological aspect. Even though if you are buying any, for example, we are buying any computer, the for maintenance is also one of the factor involved in this technological aspect. And also software side, as I mentioned, that the software which you want to purchase, we have to pay the licensing fees, or otherwise we have to use it for the open source software for using this. For example, the very good example is our LMS. There's a LMS which we are using here. You also know that that LMS is open source software. Moodle is a open source software where we have customized. For customizing this, we need a technical people. Okay, so there we are paying money. We are recruiting people to maintain our the website or maintain our LMS and all. We are paying the money, but even though the software is a open source, free of cost. And educational sector is another influence, that how we can use the technology for that one. For that you need a government approval, we need then certain aspects, some regulation we need it, so that the other, all the institution can you I mean can utilize that one. For example, I can say that every most of the university who also came to know that Coursera, edX, all are offering the MOOC programs, small courses. For even you can gain the certification, or otherwise for you can read, you can register freely, and you can go for the updating yourself, lifelong learning. That just I don't want to gain any certification, but I want to enhance my knowledge. So for that we do some courses, we go through some content and all. For India, we have a indigenous Moodle, platform for to offer MOOC, that is we used to call as a Swayam. In order to use that Swayam platform, what we have done is our university, in the Ministry of Education and the University Grant Commission, both have gave the regulation. They brought out the regulation, and they guided, the guidelines have brought out, regulation has brought out that the all the institution are asked to follow the regulation. That's why right now there are around 300 3,000 plus uh, courses which are developed with various institution available in India, and they have put it in one platform which is available in the Swayam, where the students, the lakhs of students are get benefiting from that one. Because you know that some of the student, after completing the class 12, that means the higher secondary, then when they want to move towards the higher education, they may not get the best institution to study their higher education, because sometimes they need a good marks, good grade to enter into this good colleges, or otherwise they need a money to enter into that one. So so very less, the data says that after completion of this secondary examination, moving towards the higher education is less as comparating to the school education. So this type of MOOC program facilitate these students who are want to listen the best teacher from the best institution, so they can do free of cost, they can enter. So these are the educational factors which influence the technological part, also the growth of the technological aspects. So these will be covered in this unit, and all these go through this one. This is very theoretical part, how the communication through satellite, you just go through that. This is an Insat is a Indian satellite which is offer. We have used that one. Using the satellite only, I have a last session also. I have mentioned that we have a pan-African course through EduSat, the educational satellite, where we have offered the course through that one. So it's just history. You just go through it to gain the knowledge from this one. And coming to the computer networking, yes, that we have a networking. This is a networking is connection of another. Computer networking is connecting between computer to computer. So that's what we used to call as a network. And then there are a lot of networking, like a topology, networking topology, that means point to point, how the connection will be like a star topology will be like this. One main host will be there, another computers are called as a nodes. So information can be passed on to this computer, to this host, and from there it will be go to the other computer. So this is the star topology. And similarly, this is a ring topology. It just you go through this, because these all are the what do you call that, this for information. Maybe some of one or two um, um, quiz on this, what type of topology is there. You can select any one, which one is used for LAN, WAN, and all that. Maybe a questions you can answer to this one. So like that, this is a bus topology where this connection will be like that. It's we used to call as a LAN, that means linear connection between the computers. And the mesh topology, this is a fully connected each and everything. You no need to go to the host and then get the information. This computer is connected to the every all the computers. So this is the technology which we are using, this mass topology for this now internet information. We don't have any host. That for example, if I want any information from any institution, I no need to go to the host and then get the information and pass on. So information all floated to anybody can collect through internet. We are connecting to them, and then you can collect the information. So this the type of is very important. This you can note down. That's what is LAN, man, and WAN. Maybe expansion may be coming into our examination. So LAN will be the local area and metropolitan area networking, and wide area networking. So these are the some of the types of the network. So this WAN is nowadays we are using that wide area networking. For institutional, we are using LAN, that is local area network. And for the wide range of network connection, we are having this WAN is our computer networking, that is a Then we come to the wireless networking. This is the latest technology which we can use it for this maybe a fiber active wireless and so on and so forth are coming in to connect the system. So nowadays, even our home also we have a wireless connection, wireless networking. Lot of network providers they are offering that how the networking is connected. Earlier days we used to, that 2 decades before that we used to connect through. We have to dial the system, then connection will get for the internet purpose. Okay, if somebody is dialed and I have to wait for that to get the connection and all. After that, local area networking came in. Now this is a wireless. In home also we have a modem and connected to how many members are there. Suppose if you have a 5 members at home, all five will connected to the wireless, because each and every one is having the is it's a smartphone to connect wireless connection. Even suppose, if you are not having the connection in your mobile, wi-fi network connection, and the other person can share their connection to me, wi-fi connection. Through wi-fi I can get their service and then I can use as a wireless connection. This is also happening. And through the networking only we are very much using this wireless networking, not only for the educational purpose, for other purpose also, for transferring money, for everything that is cordless wireless transaction, um, moneyless transaction, and so on and so forth are coming through in one gadget. We are using all the activity. Earlier what we used to do, we used to carry, uh, sometimes I show one of my presentation. I used to, for fun purpose, I used to put a lot of pictures and all to, how the technology is moved towards and all. Earlier we used to, whenever we go out, for example, for a tour purpose and all, also we used to carry small mobile, and then we used to carry the camera, we used to carry the computer, and so on and so forth for many devices. Now single mobile is enough for all the activity, including watch. We no need to wear the watch, that our mobile will show our timing and all. So it's shrinking, and that is there. So similarly, internet. So internet grown very fast. Nowadays, there should be a protocol we need to connect with the internet. That means earlier 10 years back also we used to set up the what is the TCP internet protocol and all the things we used to set. Now no need, you just automatically it will connect to the system and all. These you can go through that, how the geographical domain name we are using for our internet. Definitely, yes, everyone knows about. For India, we used IN in that what government sectors are using. Depends on how you are getting up. Even in fact, if you are purchasing any internet domain, they will ask what type of domain you need, if it is education or other thing. So that will be the um, domain name, and how it will be using on this one. So this is the coverage of the unit 2. I'll stop here if you have any query. Otherwise I will move further, because the next unit or the other unit we need more time for the practical purpose. Okay, so let me move towards this one other unit, which can be unit 3. Yeah, this unit 3 we will spend more time, because we have to design a pedagogical aspects, and that is the first activity. Okay, um, let me quickly go through, and then after this I will show the LMS, I have modified today in the morning, changed the all the I have placed all the activities there. I will explain to you. Then we will move to the activity one. That is the task for today's session. So here that pedagogical design, why we are focusing on this one, because all the technological aspects are with us, but how the teaching learning will take place, that is very important using the technological part. So we need to design first of all how, what are the things when you are moving towards the designing aspect. Suppose if you want to do the uh, um, uh, through online or otherwise blended learning. Okay, for example, what we will first of all define that how the what will be the blended learning, what will be the online. If you are combining two three modes, then we used to call as a blended mode. One mode is teaching learning process. I am talking about the teaching learning process. One mode we used to call as a traditional mode, that is a face to face teaching. Okay, so this that one is everyone is experienced the face to face teaching. Okay, the another one is we used to call as a distance teaching. There also is available distance teaching, and another one is a fully online based thing. If you want to combine these three aspects, then you can say that this called as a blended learning. For example, one course I want to mention here is, in our department we offered one program called PG Diploma in Postgraduate Diploma in E-Learning. Okay, the way back. Now it is on hold. We are reviving that course. In that course, we use the blended learning. How we have blended all the components are online, including examination. Okay, but for the student, it's a 1 year program. The from starting from registration to the receiving the certificate, all are online, except the 15 days they had to come to the our department here at Delhi headquarter for to learn the technical aspect. That means to learn the various softwares for 10 days they will be with us, and the face to face component, that is a face to face situation where they are learning. So how we have blended in the 5 courses, one course, for that course they have to come here as an institution. I'm talking about 10 years back this concept we have created, and then it was very successfully we have done it for this program. Nowadays, after COVID, everything is blended, because even the traditional system also blended. For example, right now my son is in the higher education, but when he was in the school, uh, it was uh, it was almost 6 years. It was a practice. He used to every day go to the school, morning to evening. He's with the school system only, but for teaching, like face to face teaching will be happening. But from the sixth standard onwards they stopped giving the paperwork for assignments and all the things. They stopped it. Why? They have a LMS, what you are having like right now. So they have a LMS for the school children. So whatever the assignments, the extra class material, the teacher's instruction, and the presentation, PowerPoint presentation, and extra reading material, all will be available on the LMS. And that access was given to the parents also. So the parents used to, just for example, I used to open and every day see that what are the assignments are available, and how whether even if my son is not saying that today the last date of the assignments, because children, you know that they used to skip it sometimes. So the parent will know about what are the things going on, which is the other material and all. And for us, we can easily interact in the other way, the parents also involving in the teaching learning material. The teachers also will know that these are the, and repository is there. See, for example, in the paper today, if I the teacher distribute the paper, if I missed it, and then I have to go to the teacher and ask it, and then when they gave given, what is the last date, and so on and so forth. But when it is on online platform and all, so it will be available throughout the class, entire sixth class, it will be available irrespective of any course, like maths, English, or social science, and all the teacher will put, the course will be available there. So it's easy for us to maintain this type of work. So there the blend is like a face-to-face situation plus the extra material on the online platform. So this is how you will blend. It's all will be depends on your designing the pedagogical aspects. Pedagogy is a process of teaching. So how we are planning, how we are designing, so that is the thing we are here using this process. So in this process we can know that the instructional design we need to designing the pedagogy, what we used to call as a instructional design as a process. You have the 1 minute, I'll admit somebody. Yeah. There is a one exclusive course is with you. The instructional design course is with you. There are various theoretical aspects there, and then various type of the instructional design models, process, instructional design concept, everything is there. For example, how you will design for online course, how you will design for face to face, how you will design for the training, so all are explained in that particular course. So here what we are going to do is, you can take the guidance from the that unit also, sorry, that course also. And here what we are going to do is, we are going to design a mm, course here. Okay, so yes, definitely it's a creative process, depends on what will be the creative process. Why it is the pedagogical design is important, because each one have a different discipline. We cannot follow the same thing for all the courses. Yeah. So for example, if you are 30 participant right now with in this course, for assuming that each one will have a different style of designing, because you are belonging to different discipline. For example, if I want to design my course as a distance education teacher, or as a basic computer science teacher, I will see that what is my the to whom I am going to address. That means the level of the audience. So this is very important. You can note down also the level of the audience. We will do this all this activity in our the first learning activity. So for the level, I will keep it. For example, if I want to teach to the sixth standard student, sixth grade student, or otherwise if I want to, one is sixth grade and another one is for the uh, undergraduate student, and means higher education. If I want to teach, for example, this is a sixth standard, this is the higher education science student, I want to teach the both the growth of plants, for example photosynthesis. If I want to teach, the concept is same. I can teach to sixth standard also, because science is there. For the UG undergraduate student, the science subject is there. How I will teach? The level I will see, because he is a school student. This side is a undergraduate, so they are already gone through the schooling system. So the presentation, the content, everything will be vary, even though your topic is photosynthesis, it is vary. So the level of the student, how depth you are going, how much information you are going to produce to the So that process we will see. That's why we used to call as it's a creative process, how it will be involving in it. And the design process, whether for a classroom, how you will design. Suppose,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes,
Yes, ma'am. In the participant, among the participant, one learner has raised the hand. So, in the meanwhile, you also tackle to
yeah,
the queries of the learner.
yeah,
And
sure.
one more thing, ma'am. Meanwhile, a number of learners were waiting in the waiting room. So, anyway, I allowed here from our side also. But you have to see if any learner is there on the
See,
waiting.
whenever the sound comes, I used to admit.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Otherwise, nobody with me to admit I'm into
Okay.
the
Okay. Yeah,
other
we
person.
are doing here now.
What we can do is after this, I will discuss with you how
Yes, ma'am.
to do this one. We
Yes,
can
ma'am.
add all of them into our group in the as a guest in our link so that they themselves can join here.
Yeah, yeah, that will be better. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So okay, I will take this Abraham's query. Yusuf is raised the hand. Yeah. No, I'm not getting you. You just switch on your mic. Please, please, it's unmute. Please unmute. They can, please unmute. I'm not able to hear. Is there a problem with all of them? Anybody can please, can you able to unmute your mic?
Yes,
Yes,
madam.
ma'am.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Just maybe you mention his name a couple of times so that he should know that you're talking to him.
Okay. So you can type it
I was
also.
thinking it was not your problem that you let us be able to talk and wait.
The learner can, if any queries there, they can type in the chat box. Ma'am, you
Yeah.
can go ahead with the lecture.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Now you can
after
continue.
that, I will take it up all the queries. Okay. Let me see this one. So there is a design for the classroom situation for the distance learner. As I said, that classroom is a traditional teaching learning process where the student and learner will be in one place, okay, in one room. But what about the distance learning? In the distance learning, we used to be the material will be sent to the student, and it's not compulsory to participate in the academic sessions or academic counseling session, which will be conducted in the face-to-face situation and all. So, how we can design for that pedagogical design and online learning? How we can do it for the online learning design also? Okay, for example, here we are doing that the design of our PG diploma in PG diploma in distance education. How we have planned us, yes, each course. For example, once the program is started, then there should be a courses, because we have to follow certain regulatory information. For example, um, each course have, like, the program should have like certain credits. Okay, so right now our regulation says that for a year a student should complete the 20 20 credits for a year, or otherwise for a semester they have to complete 20 credit of the entire course, okay, entire program. So here also, for example, if you can say my course, this is a MDE 518, so you have a 8 credits. So 8 credit, how you will design it? So there should be a content, there should be a video, and there should be a interaction, and there should be assignment, assessment, and all. And these are the design aspect we have to take care, okay, for irrespective of any mode, like face traditional classroom mode, or otherwise distance education mode, or otherwise online mode too, okay. And some of the design anchored video instruction, anchored video instruction, for example, as I mentioned that the MOOC program, if you have attended any MOOC program also, there should be video instructions are there, okay. That will be any the procedure, even in fact, in the MOOC program you can see that the introductory video of the teacher, they will say that the instruction, how it will be flow, the course will be flow and all. So like that we can do. For that we need to record video, we need to set and do the, all the experts will come online, come and record the lecture and all, and so on and so forth. I will show how we are doing also for the MOOC program. There are certain procedures are there for the video instruction and all, and you can go through that. Yes, there should be a video presentation, narration, you can demonstrate. There are lot of formats are there to record the video. That will be taken care in the other blogs, the how to record the video also, that we will do it here. Just information, you just go through it. And collaborative learning, okay. Collaborative learning, if you want to design the collaborative learning, then we need the some activity based, where you can create that these are the work you have to do collaboratively. And you can do, sometimes we can ask the participant to make a group, and then you can discuss the one concept will be put in effort of all the student and make it as a collaborative. Very good example is a Wikipedia is a collaborative activity, because whoever comes to provide the information, that will be available on that particular platform. So the activity will be in the group of people which are contribution, okay. So sometimes when we are doing some course, we used to ask that participant to the collaborative work. Right now this concept is coming forward. Earlier, the group activity, some student will be keeping mom, and some will be going on further very actively. They will use to overcome these people. Now, in this collaborative activity, we have to provide a certain guidelines, and we have to get the agreement between that group, like this group is here, and you have to do, these are the activity, and we can measure who will be doing which activity and all. So based on that we can evaluate also. So that type of collaborative activity also you can plan how we can do it, because as I mentioned in our course, we have a collaborative activity. We do give some instruction to the student and ask them to do the activity and collaboratively and present it properly. That type of work you can incorporate in our design also. And secondly, these are the some of the technique we can use it for the collaborative activity. You can go through it. And the problem based, so here you are giving some problem. Based on that problem they will learn, okay. From that particular problem they will learn how to analyze what will be the problem, how we can solve this problem and all. So that is also you can take care problem based learning, because we have to be create some of the problem to, then we will explain to the student how it will be going to, how we can analyze, and then how we can present it like that. So this is the one. Yeah, discovery is also one type of learning where you can go and do that one. I mean, for example, you can say that go and explore how the mm, you can say that you group of the people go on visit to the certain place where the activities are taking place, how they are working on it, and so on and so forth. For example, I can say that you can ask the student and go and visit to the factory, okay, and then you can produce how all these aspects. For example, if you are studying this business concept and all, or management concept, then you can say that there are some techniques. You go and visit to the factory whether these all the techniques are applied there or not. So these are the things you are studying about, the techniques and all, but how it is applying, how it is going through that, you are learning through some discovering, or you are learning through by doing some activity and so on and so forth. So these all or other how the teacher designs that one, then only we can justify, because you have to set the goal how it will be, the goal will be, then it will be achieved by designing your instruction. So that is the one of the concept. Okay, and the another one is a scenario based thing. So I can explain some of the things, because one of the course which um, we have used for our teaching learning process, that is OER based e-learning. Okay, that is a course which is the way back we have designed in collaboration with the Commonwealth of Learning. I fortunate to involve in this as one of the core member to produce, I mean, develop that program, which is open source. Any institution can take from COL, Commonwealth of Learning, and then they can offer that course. That's a open course. Okay. So there we have followed the scenario based learning. Here also some examples I will show you, I will give you that how the scenario based will be used in this one. Okay. For example, I can say that some scenario I can give that. Um, this has happened, in 2013. I think we have designed that course. In that course, we used to sit all the faculty, I mean core member, we used to sit that how to design the scenario and all. So in our what we have done it, we have said that okay, there was a distraction where that we cannot go to the office or institution, one, and we cannot access the library for the content and all. But anyhow, as an expert, you have to teach the student then how you will design the course for that type of scenario. So here the scenario is explained to the participant that you are in the situation. In that means you are asking the student to visualize the scenario. You are throwing this visualizing, and then you are asking them to design something like that. Okay, so when we are explaining to that core group, then everyone is say that that situation won't come, why you are creating this type of scenario and all. You are saying that we are not able to access the institution, how we cannot access the institution and a library and all will be available to us, then how we can design the OER based course and so on and so forth. But it was happened during this pandemic, we cannot able to access our institution. We were sitting at home. We cannot access the library to refer the book and all. Only we are depending upon the internet, and only we are depending upon the OER based content, because you are not time to write, because you cannot explore the expert subject matter expert, and you are things are happening. So this is how we have to create the scenario, the situation you have to create, and you have to ask the participant to feel the type of situation. From there you have to, from there you have to ask them to develop some content or develop the uh, assessment, and so on and so forth. So this type of design also you can do it. And definitely case based learning. So you can you can place one case. In this case, this is how happened, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, and what is the outcome from this, how, what are the learning point from this particular case and all. So for example, law and all, in the field of law, we can say that this is the case happened in this year, that year and all. Go through that one, why the judgment is gave like this, why it is not like this, like that. Um, you can explain to the from case we can derive this one. Okay. And learning by designing, yes, definitely you can say that, like for example, if I want to explain to you, you design one video, then I will only teach you that by experiment, by designing, you will learn how to create. Right now also you are going to learn how to design. By designing this concept, you will learn that, or how we can design for the online course and all. Self learning, definitely we are doing that self learning only, how we can do. For example, earlier in our educational system, it is a teacher oriented. Teacher will say that I have to, in the what do we call this, a lesson plan. We used to say that this many hours teacher has to teach the student, this many hours they have to give the practical session and all. Now it's changed, it's all are learner centric. So the learner has to spend this many hours to gain one credit. For example, in our system in distance education, learner has to put in 30 hours to gain one credit. So that is the system is here. So everything is on the learner centric aspect. So how the learner will be learn? We have to self direction. We have to give them the direction that you have to go this, that, learn. The teacher will guide them for the self directed learning happen to be carry out the students. Okay, so these are the some of the technique we are going to this one. I'll stop this unit here. Let me move into the LMS. Okay, can you able to see this LMS?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go to
Yes.
my course, because I'm one. You will have all the courses now, but yeah, you will have all the courses. Okay, list of courses for your own LMS as a student, but as a teacher for this course, I have this only this course. So I'll click here. Okay, this is a 8 credit. All the details are available, and you will know that these are the units which I am also explaining to you by using this. Okay. But coming to this, earlier up to this, there was an assignment was available. I have hidden that assignment. You will not able to see this assignment in your by your side, because I closed. This is no longer for us, this assignment. Other courses you will have assignment, but this course is having activity. So I have placed all the activity here. There are 10 activity. Learning activity 1 is compulsory, definitely, and I have placed learning activity 10. So 1 and 10 are compulsory. You have to attempt. The remaining all I have placed optional. You have select the activity 2 to 9. You have to select any 6. Okay, so total there are 8 activities. 1 and 10 is compulsory, and remaining that you have to select 6 activity to complete your this course, the assignment assessment for this course. Okay, we will discuss one by one. Every class, whenever the unit comes, the related to activity unit, I will explain that how to do and all the things. Right, today we will take up the activity 1, which is compulsory one. All the details are available here also. Yeah, I have uploaded these. Okay. So all the details are available here in this unit. The same thing I have that activity 1 and to 10. This is available. So objective for this course, and then I have taken this activity.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Yeah, ma'am, sorry if the question sounds stupid, but so it means that the learning material on block 5, I have downloaded one earlier at the start of the course. Is it the same now?
Yeah, same now. You have downloaded
Okay. The last block 5.
Yeah.
Where it is about the portfolio, isn't it? So
Yes.
you said that you have updated some learning activities. So shall I download this one as well, ma'am?
Yeah, the unit 5, you see this
Yes.
sorry, the block 5
Yes.
is
Yeah.
talks about all the activities. Here you will mention the activity 1. Same thing I have
Okay.
placed there in the activity.
All right.
But I have provided the place where you have to upload also. See, for example,
All right.
yeah, here all the things I have mentioned here. You have this is a learning activity, design a learning environment for your course, and this is compulsory. All the things you will upload here after
Okay.
completing. So
All
upload
right.
a short report by about 1,000 words here. By clicking this, you just, for me it is a grading, but you will have a upload your assignment. You just upload it. So I will receive for evaluating this one. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now we will see how to do this activity. Okay. This activity, what you have to do is the sample I have given here also. This is a file you have to download. Okay. You just download it. Can you able to see this document?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this you have to work it on. Okay, this is an instructional design for the online course. So for example, first you have to write as a teacher your name and your discipline. Anybody can tell me that if you can, as a example, any discipline you are belonging to.
I do English, ma'am.
Okay, you are from English. So in English, this is at what level you will teach the English subject?
Undergrad.
Undergraduate. Yeah. So undergraduate of first year, second year, third year.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, let us say the first year. Okay. So your audience are the first year undergraduate students. Okay. So for them,
Okay.
which subject you are going to uh, teach in English? And what is the topic you are going to? Maybe you want to teach for them. What will be the the concept? Maybe, for example, I can say that your modern English.
Sorry, ma, we can't see the form again. We can
Yeah. Uh, in the undergraduate, for example, what is the subject, what is the topic you are going to cover in the first year? Maybe a ancient English, or otherwise modern English, or otherwise grammar. Okay, so that is a
Yeah.
topic. Okay, for example, we can say that grammar, English grammar. Okay, so
And the literature, ma'am.
yeah, literature. Okay.
It could be a, let's say, a 19th century novel, or the postmodernist novels, things like that.
Okay.
I mean, we can use examples from my classmates as well.
Okay, so we
Maybe
will say that the
give me examples as
19th
well.
century novel. Okay, that is my course title. Okay, so in the course title, I will write that that 19th century novel, and maybe you can give the course code. This is not required. If you needed, we used to say, for example, here you can say that MDE 518. This is a course code for the educational communication technology. Okay, so educational communication technology is my course title, and course code is MDE 518. So it is, you can write like this. For example, right now it's a 19th century novel, that is a course you are going to offer, that you can take it. And the course of is a part of dash program, that is it's an undergraduate program. For me, this course is a part of PG diploma in distance learning, distance education. Okay, that is a part of the program. In that program, I take only one course here. So the level of the course, maybe you can write that maybe undergraduate, or oh, it's a first year, second year, like that. And how the
excuse me,
you
ma.
yes,
Excuse me, ma.
yes.
Okay, are we allowed to assume all this gap, or it should be by reality? Are we allowed to assume, okay, that okay, I'm assuming I'm teaching this course and I gave it this title?
You are not going to assume. Yeah, this is a course, you are going to assume that you are going to teach. It's a online or otherwise blended learning, you are assuming that. Or
Okay,
otherwise,
sir.
if
Okay,
you,
ma.
yeah, if you are teaching here in your class, or in your school, or in your college, then you can take your own course which you are teaching. You can
It's all
take
right, ma.
face to face, you can convert into the online based on the designing, because you are already teaching that course. You want to convert that particular course into online, then you can assume it. Okay, here you are, we
Okay.
are assuming, because you are selecting one course, and for that particular course you are designing the document. Is it clear? It's okay? Am I communicating correctly?
Yes, ma.
Okay, here what we can say is the course, the duration. For example, I can say this, you can, all of you can take 2 credit course. Okay, 2 credit course we can take. The 2 credit is like, uh, 1 credit, as I already said, that is we can say that that is 30 hours. Okay, 30 hours. So 2 credit is 60 hours. That 60 hours, how you will distribute over the things. For example, I can say that 2 hours I can give for my student 1 month. Okay, I'm doing 1 month course of 2 credit. So in that 1 month, I will divide that. For a week they will have a 1 month. How many weeks? That's a 4 week. So 4 divided by 60, that maybe we can say this approximately uh, maybe 1.5 to 2 hours, or sorry, 60 divided by 4, it's almost 20. So per week they will spend 20 hours to complete the content or complete the activity. Okay, so per week the student has to spend 20 hours, 20 hours of study hours, 20 study hours. For that 20 hours, what your thing, I can say that it is a similar course is available or not, because you are going to design a new course. Because why we are talking about the similar courses available or not, we should not have a duplication. If it is duplication, then we have to see and all. That's why we have put one component here. Okay, then you have to give the overview of your course, what you are going to cover it, the overview about your course, that what are the content you are going to cover as a summary, as an overview. You have to write it here in this 10th point. And then description of the teaching, learning and assessment process. Here you have to give like how you are going to teach and how the learning will be happen, and what will be the assessment process, and so on and so forth you have to give. And the objective of the course, because here we are going to set the goals. After completing the course, what will be the outcome from the, so we are setting up the objectives. And the what will be the target audience, the characteristics. See, the target audience should be this. They have to pre-request, is there any pre-request, for example, for her UG English, the student should have at least school level. They should have a English subject, then only they can move towards the higher education. So that is a prerequisite. So you have to give the characteristics of the target audience, and then you have to give the description. What are the technology you are going to use? What will be the content? Whether the teacher have the ability to do that one? All the things you have to give. And here you have to give the outline of the your course, and also your course here in the model, the philosophical fundamental model. And you have to give the technological analysis, media analysis, and what are the interactive element you are going to use here, and the content development strategy, how you will do, and technological use and implementation of our timeline, and strategy for assessment. For example, how you will do the assessment, weightage, how many percentage, how many percentage for the examination, for the internal assessment and all, and the overall how you will evaluate the things. So these are the some of the instructional design you have to fill up for your own selected course. Okay, but before that I will also show that I think uh, this is only this one. I have uploaded the sample for this here in LMS. You can use as a sample also. You can go through this one as a sample, so that this is the course for biology ecosystem 12th, the class 12, that means the higher education 12th standard. So here you see this is an introduction, how the instructional design, what is the instructional design and all they have introduced here. Here this is a teacher, and the course is biology chapter ecosystem. Course code is 12th standard, biology student, and course is a yes curriculum 12th standard. The level is class 12, because all the class 12 student will be, that's senior secondary level. Course will be delivered, the mode is like online course accompanies a face-to-face examination for 2 days. So what this topic they are mentioning, that it will be the online course only, but for examination they will go into the face-to-face by pen and paper writing. That's what proposing this one. And duration 15 hours, 6 to 7 days. You can propose also for a week course, for a 1 month course, as I mentioned earlier, how you are doing this one course. Because in the biology, they have only taken the one chapter here. One chapter ecosystem has taken. So this chapter is going to explain in 15 hours, 6 to 7 days, because each day we will get only 1 or 2 hours only. So it is going to be in the 15 hours, will be covered in the 6 to 7. So what will be the model we are going to use? Because as I already mentioned that you are already learning the course in the course MDE 412 instructional design. There are a lot of model available, whichever familiar to you, whatever you have gone through, that which is suitable to your course, you can take that model and then you can use it for this. So here, this particular course, the sample, they have taken ADDIE model, that is analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. So they've taken these instructional design document based on the ADDIE model they have developed. So here the reference, okay, no need, they explain what is ADDIE here. Create, plan, and development, D for development and implementation. And
Ma'am, can I interrupt you?
yeah.
Should we do the same thing like explaining
No,
for
no, no.
example, here you're showing the ADDIE model. Should we explain?
No,
Let's say I
need.
use the ADDIE model.
Yeah, no need to. You just explain that I'm going for ADDIE model for to design my.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here,
thank you, ma'am.
why I have placed this one is like this is a elaborated one. You can also, it's as an example, you can keep it.
Okay.
For that only I have explained how what will be the subject matter expert. So how this people. So that's why I have put it here, because all the details it's explained here. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
yeah, here this is what are the.
Sorry, Doc.
Yeah.
Sorry, Doc.
Yeah.
When are we expected to submit the same assignment?
This is will be the last date will be the March 31st.
Thank you.
Okay. For all the assignments, for I think course 1 to 4, 414, sorry, 411, 412, and everything. There you will do only one assignment, just submitting. But here it's activity. You have to complete 8 activity. So that's why I have started earlier, because this is a base question which is compulsory. Based on this design document, you will develop the further activity. Okay, the other activity. For example, in the activity 6 or 7, you are asked to develop an audio component. For that, suppose if you have the concept of explaining, okay, for example, this is a more content description. So types of aquatic system. If you want to explain this content, you can take as an example, you can use as an audio component. You can produce audio component based on this thing. So this document, this question, I mean activity is a base for other activity. So that's why I have initiated right now, so that if you can design this one, it will facilitate for the other aspect also. Okay, as a suppose if you can done it as a demo, or as a what do you call, like suppose if you want to show to me before submitting, that is also fine. So if you want to modify or rectify or you can improve upon, that is also possible, because this document you got to be finalized based on this, the other activity also follows. So that's why I have taken this. So all these are explained here detailedly. So you can keep this as a base, and then you can do it for your own course. You select your own discipline. Your course may be any level. It's not that you have to use only the UG level. Even this is a standard grade 12. They this concept I have shown to you, like that you can do any type, even fifth standard, even second standard, no problem, second grade, third grade, no problem. But we had to design a document how we are going to teach them. That is the important assessment here. So that's what we are going to assess. Okay. So definitely we have to, what will be the teaching learning that we are going to use, that the teaching learning will be used, take place in the LMS and virtual classes, and the power interaction, online interaction, PowerPoint presentation, chat mode, email, Google group, discussion forum, whiteboard or something. So these are the some methodology they are going to use it. You can mention how you are going to use it, whether you are going for the face-to-face situation, as I mentioned earlier, face-to-face situation, blended approach, face-to-face situation, teaching will be happen, but my activities, other the resources, all are will be on online. That also good. Or otherwise you can say that I'll give them through all the content through email. For assessment purpose, they will come to the online, or otherwise I'll use the Google form to assess them and all. Only classroom, they will come on virtual classes. This is also possible because I don't have a LMS. How I will teach? I mean, with the blended approach or something. So I can use this Google Meet as a connection, and all the content I'll send through mail to all the student. They will go through at their own place, and they'll come online class for interaction or to clarify the doubts and all. Then the assessment will be through email, or again through Google form, like multiple choice question, Google form, you can use it for assessing them. So this is also good. Otherwise, you collect the assignment through mail and evaluate and return back to them. This is one model if you are not having the LMS. And another model, as I said, that's a face-to-face class. I will go to the classroom and then teach them for reading material, reference material. For assessment, they will go to the LMS. That is also fine. Or otherwise, you can say that everything is fully online. Classroom, LMS, and everything will be there. All that content will be there. Assessment also online. This is also possible. That how the methodology or mode you are going to use based on the level of the student, based on your student level, as well as the level of the technology keeping in mind. Okay, I can provide a LMS because since I have a internet facility and all the things. But if my student is not having that type of facility, they cannot, they are having only the access through mobile only, not a laptop and so on and so forth. So how they will learn through the LMS, or because they got to open the portal and so on and so forth. Right now we can open it through mobile also, but sometimes we cannot afford to that one. Or otherwise, yes, I am with the third grade student, they cannot operate fully computer or mobile. So for assessing them for extra material, they have to depend on the parents. Then you can say that only using their parents' mobile and other thing, they are only appearing for the examination or assessment and all. That is also possible. Depends on the level of the audience and their capability of using the computer. So these are the things, I mean, technology. These are the things also you have to keep in mind while designing the your online course. Okay. And once you have freeze your title, the level of the audience, the technological part, then you will set up the yeah, I will. Then you will sorry. Then you will set up the objectives. What will be that? Define the ecosystem, identify the biotic and then abiotic component, and then these are the objective of the course. So you have to define the objective of your course, how you will teach, what are the objectives for your own the course. Okay. And then after that, the learner analysis. As I said that in our document, you have to tell about the learner, that is description of the characteristics of the learner, target audience. So here they are saying that the learner will be that 15, the number of the student I'm going to take 20, or the learner will be on 17. They should know the science stream because this is a science subject, and also reading good habit, like now some prerequisite you can do. And if you have any technological aspect, then you can say that the students should have the computer or email communication, so that because email account and all, so that is also a requirement prerequisite that you can say this. And the what will be the teacher this one capability content. So they should have an internet access, headphone for the webcams and all the things, technological part what they have to do, that also you have to write it. And then description of the course, that course will be outline. So the course will be divided into like this. So this already you know that one distance education unit, we will have that block will be divided into unit will be divided into section and all. So like that you have to give the outline for your course. Okay, here your course outline. And then that what will be the instructional design. As I said that you can go with the any ADI model or any instructional design. So this is the our electronic approaches mentioning here. Then what will be the media analysis, whether you are going to use of multimedia, PowerPoint presentation, Word document, and then audio, video, and all the things you are going to, based on that were outline, how you will cover the content, the content, whether this content, suppose this content have, I can provide PowerPoint presentation, or otherwise I can provide the PDF format, PDF to the student to read it. For the ecosystem, I will develop one video for them. For carbon cycle, I can give some graphics and all. So that is the media analysis, you can say this one. And how the interactive element, that the interactive will be on the Moodle LMS, then they can use it for the Google Meet. They are using Adobe Connect, you can say that we are using Google Meet, email and all. This how you will communicate and all the things. So content development strategy, how you will, the content will be, where you will take the content, if it is a OER, or how the content will be selected. Maybe the subject matter expert will facilitate them for the content development strategy and all the things you can use it, explain. And the media creation, how you, what are the technology you are going to use. For example, Photoshop, illustration, PowerPoint presentation, all the things you can use it to develop some software, I mean content creation, what are the software you are going to use it. And the implementation plan. So what will be the implementation plan? The day one, we will cover all the activity. day 2 we will cover this, and like that you can give the plan. So these are the some of the summary how they will do it in the I mean you can how you are going to do the model 1, what will be the instructional design objectives, what are the media going to use, interactive tools, what are the assessment tool, what you are going to this, and what will be the examples or references how we can do it, and what are the references you have used for this particular document and all. So this is how you are going to prepare this. In the 1000 word, you are going to prepare the activity of L1. So open to you for the discussion.
Doc,
Can I stop this present? No, we will keep the presentation because whenever you want to switch over here and there. Yes, please.
I have a question, Doc.
Yeah.
Yes. Is there any specific word length for the same?
Is there any specific?
Yes, or number of words that we are supposed to write? Because maybe I may come up with a bulky document for the same activity.
So same activity you want to develop? I'm not getting you. Sorry.
Yes, madam. Concerning the assignment which you have just given us,
Yeah.
I wanted to find out the word length. Is it 800 words or we should exceed 800 words?
Okay, the words, number of words. The maximum I have mentioned that 1000 words. You can, yeah, it vary from, I can accept 800 or 700, no problem. So the weightage, the word limit you are asking, no? So how many words this document should be? Like that you are asking. I have mentioned that maximum words should be 1000. So, but you can limit, you can limit to 700, 800. That is also accepted.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything, any other observation or any query on this activity?
Yes, ma. I just, because I looked at the whole activity, I see that it will be a very time-taking activity. So I wanted to ask, I don't know, maybe you have discussed it earlier before I joined the meeting. What will be the impact or what will be the effect of this design, this course design? What will be the impact in the teaching? How will it affect the teaching? You know, it is when you understand the purpose of something, then you'll be able to put your strength into it to do it very well, since you know what outcome you are going to have using that technique. Because I see that it has a lot of, section, and I begin to wonder that during the implementation, during the teaching, is it possible to follow the design to letter by everything? This day we do this, tomorrow we do this, next tomorrow, even lesson notes that are being written by teachers, sometimes it's just for formality. Many teachers that wrote their lesson notes, they don't follow it in reality in the classroom. So I need explanation on that, ma.
Yeah, but definitely this design we are following, okay, for the online course design. Even I can show you right now. Actually, I am sitting in a different room because my course is another training is going on. So I have not connected my computer. This is another person computer. So next time, definitely I will show how we are designing the MOOC courses, what will be the document and all. So based on that only, I have derived this number of points. Okay, these are the some of the maximum points are mandatory. We are using this design concept. For example, if I want to design one course, then how I will, because see, these are the course, online course, for other, the schooling and all, we have a lesson plan, we have a predefined thing, this many hours you have to go and teach them, classroom situation and all. But when you are moving towards the online, because this is, you are learning the master program, when you are coming out from this course, this PG diploma in distance education, you can be as a distance teacher. So when you are moving towards the distance teacher, there you have to design a course for the distance student. Okay, so that time here, now there's a technology is intervened, or technology is merged with the even distance education also. We have to see that certain designing aspects. So when you are planning for them, all this component you have to keep in mind to design this one. So that's why we are asking the participants of PG diploma in distance education, ask them to design the course. Okay, even you are learning about the history in 411, you are learning about the instructional design in 412, you're learning about the support services in 413, and the managerial aspect in 414. But 418, here you will design, you will apply all the thing in this particular course. So that's why the designing is important. Even though if you are classroom teaching, you take that course and try to convert that particular subject into online. So you will have an idea how I can go about it. It's not like you can take simply, for example, you can say 5 hours I'm going to teach online. So what will be the my methodology? What are the things I need? Who will be the my audience? I'm going to suppose teaching and all. Or otherwise, if you can say that I'm going to teach the hygiene among my student. So how you will plan? So there should be a planning on to online, where you will not able to imagine your student. Okay, my student will be like this. Okay, so that is also possible. For example, you assume that there is a 23 participant in this class. For them, you want to teach something. So they are scattered in different places. You had, and they are not equal age. They all are different age. Then how you will teach them? So for that, you need a design. You need a people target audience. There should be a, even though they are irrespective of any age, there should be a some prerequisite. For example, they should know how to operate Google Meet. This is a prerequisite. So that is. So like that, you can plan for your course. It's not like the mandatory. It's not we are going to implement, but you can see that you can imagine. That's what the first question is came in. Am I going to imagine a course? Yes, definitely you are going to imagine a course, imagine an audience, imagine the technological part and all. So there we are going to design a course. Don't be hard. Okay, I'll be with you. Whenever you need any thing, we will discuss again. Next time when my class will be there, you can I can also say that next time I think I'm not coming for Friday. I'll be on, I think, Monday. Coming Monday, maybe my session will be there. So bring your course, any course you we will discuss and then we will clarify it. Okay. The other part, unit part, you can read it. This all are the tech. It's already available. It's a text-based information. But activity here you can learn, that will be facilitated whenever you are going for online course designing for that.
Hello.
Thank you very much, ma.
Yeah.
Please, ma, I wanted to ask that, is it possible for us to reach you through your email? Probably
Yes,
there is challenge outside the course.
Yes, definitely. I will put my email here.
I think the email is on the course material
Yes.
at the front page.
This is my email. Okay. This is my. my WhatsApp number, mobile number. Okay. So you can note down any doubt or anything. You can interact with me through WhatsApp as well as through email. Okay, so what we will do is you carry out with that designing aspect, and also you can carry with that we have gone through the unit 3, and then this unit is like a simply theoretical aspect. You just go through it. It's nothing hard in here to discuss and all. And this is very important because in the designing aspect we are going to design the assessment part also. Okay, so here there are a lot of assessment is there, like a computer based assessment, online assessment, e-portfolio, and all the things are there. Why to assess, that is also important. There are two type of assessment in our processing will be there. So for example, any course, even any class, any subject, if we are teaching, there are two type of assessment will be there. One is a formative assessment, another one is a summative assessment. Okay, the formative assessment will be the during the class, that will be during the class or during the course. The summative assessment will be at the end of the course, that will be the evaluation. Okay, so similarly, when the document also says that the course evaluation, the course evaluation also like this. Whenever you are planning any course, you will design. That's what ADDIE model also design. Analyze, design, development, and implement. After that, you will evaluate whether this all the processing are correct, reaching to the student or not. So you will evaluate. So there, based on the evaluation, you will make a correction or make everything in this one. And each concept, each phase also you will evaluate. For example, design. After completing design, you will evaluate whether all the components are incorporated, whether that my design is feasible to the learners. So you will discuss with the expert and then do it. When it is a real time, it happen. So assessment is one aspect. In the classroom also assessment, the summative assessment at the end, the course will be, we'll do the end of the some course, the summative examination. That will be the final evaluation of the student, whether they have achieved the goal of that particular course. So that will be there. But formative assessment will facilitate the student, because facilitate the student to for the learning. Okay, so we are assessing the how the learners are learning. For example, you can note down this unit also. When the unit starts, we are giving them goal. This is our goal. You are going to after completing this unit, you are going to achieve these goals. And in between, we are explaining all these things, the summative assessment, formative assessment, and all the things we are explaining. And in between, we are assessing the student by check work process. So even in the SLM material also we are doing. Similarly, we are assessing while in the online also. So when they are going to learn it, for example, here also, we are giving the activity to assess you in between. If you have any lag or any misconception, anything you want to improve upon, we will provide you the feedback. Okay, so we will provide the feedback for the formative assessment. The feedback will facilitate the learner to improve to enhance their learning, or otherwise to clear their misconception where they are lagging or where they are doing very well. If they are doing very well, we have to appreciate them. If they are lagging behind, we have to tell them to improve upon them. If they are doing good, we have to motivate them. These all are coming into the feedback. in 413, course 413, you will learn about how to write the feedback also. We should not write the negative feedback. We should be not a hello feedback, like just putting into the question mark. That means, as a student, why the teacher placed the question mark here, I don't know. So these are the things we will learn in the 413, how to write the feedback. So feedback is very important. Here also, whenever you are submitting the assignment or any assessment, we will provide you the feedback to improve upon, to improve your activity and all the things. Since this is a portfolio based or activity based course, all the activity will be available in your assessment part, as I mentioned in the course LMS. All assignments will be there, all the activity will be there. That will facilitate later also that how one can improve upon, or how you can be, I mean, used all the things, you know. Even that the activity, one of the student, I can say that a PG diploma in e-learning course, one of the student, they have prepared all these type of that same sample I have shown to you. They have all the activities are preserved in that LMS. When they gone for that, one of the students, they in between, they got a good offer for the instructional designer, as a instructional designer post, while doing this PG diploma in e-learning. There is another course called e-learning, I mean program, which was offered by Stride itself. So in between, we got a good job of instructional designer. Like, then she asked me that, ma'am, can I show as a showcase what I have done it during this course? So this all the activity, whatever she has presented. So we have given that the particular this created the for their employers on link, and then we have given the access to go through this what they have done it in that one. So based on that, they have given the marks for the job and all, and like that. So many a student, they got very good, they have established their center, and that's why this type of portfolio based assignments facilitate the participant to improve their skill based thing. Okay, they basically skill. So how we are assessing them, that is very important. We have to see that in formative assessment, we have to give the feedback to the to the learner to improve or to enhance their goal. And the media learning, you can see this one, what will role of the media in learning, how it will be useful for them. Why we are seeing this media in learning, how it will be influencing and everything, because yeah, here also why we have to evaluate the technology. Because you see, whenever we are going for any implementing the providing any technological based learning or learning, media based learning and all, media based learning, for example, I can explain the what she said, that 16th century novel. Okay, if I want to explain that one, which media will be facilitate for the easily reading or easy learning? Maybe I mean text based material, or otherwise you can say that you can take some clip from 16th century novel and explain them how they have quoted, how they have written, and so on and so forth, with the colorful differentiating the normal reading, normal writing. We can differentiate with color so that they can distinguish between the normal century novel as well as the 16th century novel and all. Here also we can see we can distinguish with italic and normal with the bold and all things. So in this way you can present your content in different ways so that the student will learn easily, will know that okay, they have mentioned with the bold, that means these are the things important, this is differentiating from the other textual material to this one. And you can represent with the for example here the table differentiating this one, and here sometimes we can say that there may be a picture to explain them. So whether that particular content required picture or particular content required video, this is the media analysis. So this all are depending on the subject matter expert, which is the teacher. The teacher knows that here my student level, that they have this money, this much of media with them, so I can go with this. Okay, so and the cost effective also you have to see. For example, I want to show that very sophisticated moving from here to there, or otherwise, for example, photosynthesis, I want to show that sun, and then from there rays are coming, water is flowing, and so on and so forth. If you want to show, definitely if you want to create this type of one, as a teacher I cannot create, I have to depend on the animator, they'll charge more. So depends on the content, how you will present that. Whether if you have a sophisticated institution having lot of money, then you can go for the rich content. But and depends on the student also, the media, whether they can play the animation with their device. Everything is there. That's why even we have placed in the document, design document, media analysis, what type of media you are going to use it. Yes, sometimes simple PowerPoint presentation also help us to provide rich content. So you have to see what type of media you are going to do in this one, and definitely what type of assessment we are going to do in this one. So this is all about the block 1 we have covered. In this block 1 we have this assignment, so which I have explained to you. So kindly go through this one, because why I am repeatedly saying here, I'll stop here. Why I am repeatedly saying that you will running short of time, because so March 31st they have given the time. The university has given the time, not us. So university has given the time. So for that it is very less time with us. So every class I will explain activity to cover 10 activity. Sometimes I will explain you the software also, how to develop audio content and video content and all this. That also I will explain some software and all. So kindly be with me, and the simultaneously kindly do the activities also. If you have any doubts, you can call me, you can ask me through mail or through thing. I have given the document, uploaded the document, and I have given the sample also for you. And the places are available, uploading facilities are available on the LMS. So with this, if you have any doubts or any clarification, I'm ready here.
Hello, Ma.
Yeah.
As I have seen, the course is mainly talking about technology. Can this assignment be handwritten or it must be typed?
It may be typed on, no problem.
Okay, a
can type
typed
it.
one attached with the pictures of the, let's say, the teaching aid or whatsoever.
You want to take the picture?
No, I'm just asking.
This design document, I have given that one. You just fill up it wherever you require, and fill it up, and then make it as, if you want to make it as a Word file, you can give, or otherwise you can make it as a PDF and then you can upload.
Okay. Where can we get the paper, please?
This is available on the your LMS.
Okay.
Yeah,
You.
in the LMS you log in, and then you will see that there is a designed IDD sample, that is a sample
Okay.
document available, and ID document template is available there. You download the template and start writing your course design.
Okay. When we fill the template, then we upload
Yes,
it.
yes, you have to fill the template and upload it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, please. Ziba G. Go raise the hand. Yes, sir, please. Yeah.
Hello, ma.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, ma. My question is this in regards to the video. So, can we use our phone uh, to record the video, or are we going to use another device?
Can you please repeat, please? I'm sorry.
Okay, ma. What I've said in regard to the video recording on the assignment.
Yeah. So the video recording
Now, are you
assignment,
with me?
earlier we used to do. I will explain to you when that activity comes. I will explain to you what are the software you can use it, or otherwise you can use it for your mobile to record. Because the based on this document, once you have prepared the
Hello,
ID
ma?
document. Okay. Yes.
Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yes, thank you very much, ma. What I just said is in regards to the video recording, can we use our phone camera to record,
Yes.
or are we going to use another device?
See, I will explain one software, whether you can use it
Okay.
that one, or otherwise you can use your mobile phone.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Depends on your available devices.
Okay.
Okay. Both will accept it. If you can able to
Okay,
record, yeah, no problem.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. So anything else? Otherwise, we can call it off the day. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you all. Bye bye. See you on the next class. We'll meet you on next week. Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay,
madam.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
All right. Thank you, madam.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much.